Hello, everyone. This is Moncef Afkir, and thank you so much for joining us in this new call of Your Divine Uniqueness. It's been a while. I think like a couple of weeks we didn't do a live call, and also it's been a while that I didn't do a group session, live group session with you here. And so it's like first I want to introduce myself for those who are watching this video and watching me for the first time. So I'm Moncef Afkir. I'm the host of Your Divine Uniqueness show, and also I facilitate group healing sessions. And like what happens in those sessions is that I speak about subject, a theme that is intuitively chosen, and in general, it's related to the current energies. And so I share guidance about that, and also we take as a group some time to just stay silent as I hold the space along with other beings of light who are here supporting us as well, um, which really helps to, how to say, maybe transmute or shift any energies or any patterns that we are dealing with currently, and help us to move forward in that and in life in general. And the experience can be unique for each and every one. And there is nothing you need to do. It's just be present. From time to time, I invite you to take a deep breath. So if you are not in the present moment, you can come back to it through the breath. And the subject today is being the bridge, is shifting from the old to the new, and also shifting from separation to love. And as we know, recently we've been, or maybe the past years, so many things have been changing, whether in our personal life or like in as a collective. And some changes or some experiences seems to be very challenging. Others seem more exciting and more enjoyable. And those shifts in general happen in our life continuously. There are some times where those shifts are more, how to say, like more stronger. We become more aware of them in comparison to others, where things can be maybe more going very slowly, or it feels like nothing is happening. And so in the beginning, I invite you to take a deep breath, 3 deep breaths. Inhale deeply through your nose, then exhale through your mouth. And I will stay silent to let you do the breathing at your own pace. Now I invite our higher selves, our spirit guides, and the beings who are here with us, co-creating and supporting us in this session. So part of this call is about shifting from the old to the new. And I've been hearing from others talking about that and sharing their experience about that, but also I will be sharing also from my own experience, as because during that shift, it brings some excitement, especially when we start seeing the new things, the new desires that we wanted coming to fruition, and we feel like we are moving forward. But at the same time, it's like both energies coexisting at the same time, like our old self, old habits, also the way other people used to react and maybe treat us. It can as well show up during that time, and it can be very very confused to discern like which path do we take, which is real and which is um, maybe not serving us anymore. And because especially old habits, old patterns, because we are used to those for a very long time. Like for the mind, it believes that it's very real. Like it reached a point that um, the energy of that is very, very strong. Take a deep breath. So for me, like I've been traveling. I got, maybe I mentioned that in the previous call. I got a new residency and moving to a different country. And I've been moving like between different countries recently. And yeah, so like in the past few months, I've been in Spain, and I know where I want to live and where I want to settle. It's just during that path is really interesting. What happened? It felt like I know within my heart, like the new desire, what I want to create, where I want to be. And at the same time, there are some either signs, they feel like signs, or people showing up like um, telling things that are not true about what I want to create, or maybe some kind of distraction. The more I'm moving forward toward what I want, the more those things just appear along the path. And then it was, how to say, for me, it was very important to take time um, to discern like what's really true for me and what I want, because it can be very easy to um, follow the old, especially if it try to touch something that it feels like maybe I don't want to use weak toward this, but it's like something that is missing out in our life, something that um, we can be easily affected by that. And so how I see it, it's like during that time of transition, it can be very important to take time to reflect, to see what is happening and see what we want to create and what is here now in the moment, what is showing up, and try to feel into that, to come back to the heart, to get centered, and take time to before taking decision. Take a deep breath. And yeah, by saying this, it's not, I'm not trying to say that there's possibility of missing out what we deserve and what is meant for us. It's just um, taking this experience maybe, like as I said, it's important, but less seriously, because in the end, this journey that we are going through, it can be like a game. Many times we take life very seriously. We are afraid of missing out on things, on what we want to create. Um, but in general, it's the more we are relaxed about life, about what we want to create, about the timing, about how it will show up, um, the more things become like life becomes more easier, um, less stressful, and we start noticing the things that we can really enjoy in the present moment and along the path. Take a deep breath. And yeah, also through that process of shifting. What I notice is the more we go through that, the more sometimes we become less patient. We want that what we want to manifest to show up right now and very fast. And we feel like we've been waiting for a long time, but how to say, it's like patience can be very helpful, but at the same time, when we feel guided to take an action, and we feel that into the heart, we move toward that. Take a deep breath. So it's like we set the intention, we feel the energy of what we want, but then the relationship with life, with the universe, with our life in general, it becomes more like, how to say, um, it's like we're asking the universe, like, surprise me, um, show me what can happen, like the possibilities, instead of trying to control everything and plan everything. Yeah, because also by experience, like the best things that happened in my life, they happened in an unexpected. It happened differently than what I was expecting, and also in in a timing that was really so perfect. So yeah, take a deep breath. And always stay silent for a couple minutes, 2 or 3 minutes. And if you want, you can follow your breath or just stay in the present moment. And there is nothing you need to do. I will be holding the space, and also the beings with us will be working with you individually. So take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. And yeah, if you read the description of this call, maybe in the email or YouTube YouTube description, like I mentioned that love can change everything. And I wrote that based on an experience I had recently. Um, the past 2 weeks, I was in China. I went to join a tour. It was about tea, and the hosts, like the couple who were organizing, it was interestingly like one of them. It just felt like some really strong disconnection. It's just whenever trying to approach him, it's there was a strong, very strong rejection, and I don't know why. It was like that, and um, it was uncomfortable in the beginning, like for the first part of the tour, and but still it didn't affect like the trip. It really was one of the maybe one of the best I had, but at some point, like remember he was driving, and then he played a music, and I checked the name. It was Love Can Change Everything. Because in the beginning, I was like angry. I came from so far, and then there was this reaction. But then I took some time to just how to see like to send love to him and also try to understand because in the end, like we are all similar. We have some beliefs that we either inherited or we built along the path. We have traumas. Um, so it's probably one of those either trauma or limiting belief that he has that created that trigger. And this is also something that I have too, and others. Every one of us are going through, and we are healing past traumas, especially during that time. But then it was like I've been doing like a prayer for him and just seeing him um, surrounded by love, and he is really good person. Like the way he respects nature and the way he treats others. In general, it was like really, I have lots of respect to him. But then after a few days, like I wasn't having expectations, so I was trying to not to approach him. And then he started the last few days, he started changing, like um, coming to talk to me, having a smile and everything. And it's like the shift, it was from what I saw for me, it was huge and a big shift. I'm not expecting that we stay in contact, but just to see how things can change when we try to feel love for others, independently on how maybe they react to us. It really can change everything. And yeah, just want to mention he is not Chinese, so there won't be any uh, judgment toward them. So take a deep breath. And many times, like it happened to all of us, we may judge others unconsciously. Um, it happens to me, it happens to others. And but here I'm not saying that we shouldn't like judge others, but because it's an old pattern that we are um, maybe transmuting and healing as we are growing. But it's more about whether we believe that judgment, that first judgment we are having or not. If we are like, it's more about giving a chance to know the other before judging them. Take a deep breath. And as I've been traveling, like the past years, also I've been seeing like how communities, how populations like they judge others based on the information that they've been receiving from the media, from maybe people around them, and they believe that, and at some point it becomes a truth. And most of them, they don't know, they really don't know the people that they are judging. So what I'm trying to say is taking time to question the reaction that we have and the judgment that we make, and asking a question, is this something I inherited? Is this something I picked up from others? Um, is this true or not? And I'm not talking about when you really feel into your heart that you need to give space to someone or not to be in a place. Maybe it's not safe. If you feel that, just follow your heart. But I'm just talking in general when we are judging the other um, without trying to know them. So take a deep breath. And in the end, like what makes those experiences maybe easier to shift is how we relate to ourselves. What I mean by that, like whether we are judged or being um, or we are judging the other, like the more we love ourselves, the more we accept ourselves as we are, the more we are gentle with ourselves when we have challenging emotions, when we react in a way that um, maybe others doesn't like, or um, something like that. It's the less we are affected by the reaction of others, and the less we can be judgmental for others, or at least it can be easier for us to know that this is just a limiting belief that we had, and we are able to see others beyond their reactions, the actions that they take just by based on a trigger. Take a deep breath. And I will stay silent again for a couple of minutes. And again, so you can follow your breath. And yeah, and the beings with us will be working with us individually around activating more love within ourselves, and anything that's need more attention in our experience now. So take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Yeah, so thank you very much for being part of this session or journey. And thank you for co-creating with us. And also, I want to thank ourselves, spirit guides, and the beings who co-created with us this experience today. And yeah, I invite each one of you to come back to your own space, your own energy field as we complete this session. Thank you. And yeah, I hope it served you. And if you have any comments or question regarding what I shared, would be happy to hear that. And yeah, if not, you can just stay in that space after the call as long as you wish. And yeah, so thank you again. Jane, thank you. Lots of yawns and eye steering. Powerful. Thank you, Jane. Um, yeah, I've been receiving feedback that's like some of those who maybe experience the group sessions is that they feel maybe more grounded, more calmer, or more like relaxed. So yeah, thank you. Thank you very much for your feedback. And yeah, so thank you again, everyone. And I'm sending you so much love, and I will see you on the next call. Bye bye, everyone.